How are we doing?
Good.
Doing
How
good?
are you?
Good.
It's a little bit of a homecoming for you this week, huh? Atlanta?
Yeah, I know.
Back there.
I have.
How did your time in Atlanta influence your defensive philosophy?
Obviously quite a lot. You know, like the guys I was around there, they had a huge impact on my career. Just how they kind of grew me as a coach. Because that was my first job from England. So, the belief they had in me, the way they made me understand organizational skills in this league. It wasn't necessarily the kind of football that acumen necessarily always they gave me. They taught me about how this league works, how to coach in it, how to prepare, and I'm so grateful for that. They're just good guys.
You guys used a lot more three-down linemen against 49ers. Is Roy Robertson-Harris going to be a big part of? I know, right? Is he going to be a part of that plan going forward?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he obviously he has the ability to play at the 3 spot, the 4, the 4-eye, the 5, the 6. You know, so he definitely has the ability to play big end, 3 technique. Yeah.
Getting Byron back, what can that do for your defense?
It's huge. You know, I think, as we're a rotational D-line, taking reps off other guys as well and giving quality reps to the game is huge. And allowing him, I think, for us, it's been hard not to have him. But I think that for him, it could be a blessing into the guys to kind of, it's not many times a rookie gets to step back in the middle of his rookie year, evaluate the season, look at things and be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. Because once you're in the middle of it, it's like everything's moving. But I feel like he's come back and he's on fire.
What did you learn about him during this process? Because he said it was the first time he'd ever been hurt in his games as a result.
First time he's been hurt, full stop. And I think, every time with Byron, it's like, all he does is work. He just literally keeps his head down, doesn't say much, and he just works. And he's done the same thing. He just put himself to work. He stands there, takes his mental reps. He's coming you can see off the side, him and the group are connecting way more, and he's influencing the group more. But he just works. He kind of just got on with it and went to work.
Byron had a really high double team rate when he was playing. When he's taken that on and occupying a couple of guys, what can that do for the rest of the defense, especially in the run?
It's not necessarily like I know it says you have a double team rate, but just if sometimes the slide's just the where he is on the field, the slide is coming to him, it obviously does. I think what you see is not necessarily the double team rate. I think he has the ability to split the double team. He has the ability and the power to kind of push that pocket. A lot of people, once they hit a double team, they stop and they kind of try and balance the rush off that. Byron has the ability and the lower strength to split that, and I've only seen a couple of guys that can do that,
Not having Rayshawn for a little while, what's that going to do to your secondary?
I think it's two phases. One is like Rayshawn as the person, I feel for him because he's done some great things for us this year. He's like a huge influence and a leader on the defense, and you want that guy on the field with your guys, he's a kind of fire starter for us. I think on the other hand, I think it's an opportunity for these guys that have been playing, have been communicating, have been practicing well, and is not necessarily the next man up mentality, but it's the fact that whoever comes off, it's our job to coach the group and say how much of a drop, there can't be a drop off when these guys come in, and I'm excited to see these guys play.
What do you get in your first eyes on Jarek Reed? Where do you see him being able to be valuable on the field? As safety, nickel, where does he play best?
I'll be really honest with you. He's been working in the safety at the moment, but I'm still evaluating. It's literally he's been working off, and I don't want to say something that I haven't got the full picture, but he's been working in safety at the moment, and he's just got great energy. You feel him at practice, and I'm just glad he's been working so hard off on the side that he's coming in, and now he's getting some real work.
What about Ty Okada? He gets some reps.
Yeah,
where
like I just said, exactly. It's that guy. Whoever those guys are coming on Sunday, I expect the play to be at the same standard, and Ty is part of that crew.
Is replacing Rayshawn a bunch of guys, or does Kobe get the nod? Or
I think as we go through it, it will be a bunch of guys because we play different groupings of people. So it's a bunch of guys, and as we rotate through that, that's the way we see it.
Going back to Byron Murphy, him shedding the blockers, how important is that for your interior to do that to help in the run game?
That's very important. No, it's obviously if you can take you got 2 guys and there's 4 guys on them, and one of those guys can split 2 guys and make the tackle, it's huge. You know, you change the math instantly. So it's a huge part of the way we play defense, and glad he's back.
And then the linebackers, is that where the timing that I have to figure out where that gap is to come in for your secondary level?
Not necessarily. It's not the timing. It's necessarily the fits and the fullbacks and how we play that, and then it features in what kind of defense you're in. You know, there's levels to it of fits versus different defenses you're in at those times.
When you guys did the self-scouting stuff over the weekend, what did you see from your play action?
We saw, I would say, obviously it's something you want to shine a light on, because when you're looking at self-scout, you want to look at areas that you're necessarily kind of definitely sometimes struggling in, you know. And where do we need to grow in that? We pinpointed some areas, and we've been focusing on them in practice, and we're trying to improve on them.
When you got linebackers that are maybe struggling with run fits at times or jumping into different gaps, is that something that you see as a coaching opportunity, or is that something instinctually that either people kind of have or they don't?
I think everything's coaching. In any situation, just like the question you asked me about splitting a double team, that's coaching. Obviously, people's abilities come into it, but understanding how you coach your fits, that's on us. That's not on them. That's us.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.